Yeah, my
This
mic
is such a special place.
you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup.
I got a 54 overall quarterback. You know what I'm about to do.
Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black, 95.
Love going to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15.
Okay, cool. All right. That's what's up.
Christian Watson, 65 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Perkins. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's go now.
Now Perkins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come 19! Come 19!
Throwing is Perkins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70. Here we go.
Back to throw again. Well, it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
On quarterback, man.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 33. Punt.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here we go. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Down the left sideline. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10.
Pack for 11. Pack for 11.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. From right side, complete to Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
This dude here, man, I'm going to struggle with him, man. I'm going to struggle with him. I know I'm going to struggle with him. I'm going to struggle with him. This is going to take a while. Small 54 overall quarterback. It's going to take him a minute.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Come on, set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay,
This
ready?
is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hut.
Love.
That's a pick. Come on, man. Give a kick.
Over at that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, Love. And that's going to be in.
That should have been a sack.
Contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
I don't know, Drew. I still don't think he's going to win this. He just got to get it. Yo, good.
So the interception set him up with terrific
Too
field
much
position,
time,
but 3 points
get
the
this
end result.
together.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple.
The
Partner.
quarterback,
You always want
terrible
to drive
right
some
now.
points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
60 Maverick. 70 Rangers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's Williams. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Savion Williams with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Come on. 18, Roderick. Now trap 60. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. And this ball,
That's a touchdown in your hand, boy. In your hand. Goodness gracious, boy. Come on, man. We're going to get this quarterback together.
Receivers on the field as a defender. I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. And that is
Boy, they bumping my man like crazy.
Too much.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they approached up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Perkins. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay,
The
ready?
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception at the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready?
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
10 black. Hut, hut.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Next time you throw it out there, I'm going to pick that.
Ready. Set.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to take this.
4 dudes. He still 1 through 4 dudes. Man, that don't make any sense with the run game.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Got it?
2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Are you going to bump? And they still wouldn't let me get to him either. They still wouldn't let me get to him. That's cool.
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
They would not let me get there to get to him.
After the touchdown, here's
I like it, though. You got to like it. I like it.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down.
Back to throw. Perkins. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, you're already looking at first and goal.
Hit as he throws there.
Go on, baby. That's a touchback.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the set.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Love now. That is caught.
And he is all over this man.
Matthew Golden is first.
He's all over this dude, you know?
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now, because
What is he jumping up for? That's catch and run.
doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 46 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go along, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Lions 20. Jack Fox to kick off for the
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Get up, boy.
And the
Jeez.
Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
18, tap the 60, tap the 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Yeah, this little bastard. Yeah,
No big surprise, Micah Parsons.
this little bastard
So
is.
well, dropping him for a loss.
On the jump.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
That's all 80.
Looking to throw. Perkins. Over the middle, it's complete.
Joe, the jumping up in the air is too real, man. Like, come on, man. It's too real.
10 yards. Back to throw. Perkins.
Look at this. This is terrible, man.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes,
Yo, I guess this is worth playing, man. When you got a quarterback, can't throw that ball, man.
So
I guess it's worth playing.
Unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is right.
Guess it's worth playing at this point. You showed ain't got a good quarterback. 54 overall quarterback, man. Crazy.
just got done there. We always knew he had a big leg.
Put in the work. That's all good.
Perfectly on that one. Great leg swing and bang that one through.
I'd like to see somebody else try that.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field
Come on,
position.
Drew. Give me another. You'll give me another.
Back to 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I'm trying to get over there to pick it. They still got me bumping into this man.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock
I hate
stops
playing
with
against
46
scaredy cats,
seconds
man.
remaining in the first half. Third and 4.
Ready, ready. 50, green, set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Working the middle of the field. And he's
Dude, this is crazy, man. That's crazy right there.
touchdown.
These are catches he shouldn't even be getting.
Jaden Reed, 59 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future.
They
What I
gave him
mean
a
by that
daggone
is
interception,
they had a plan.
animation, and
Let's
everything.
Find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop them with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and a couple.
Get it. Knock.
Looking to throw. Perkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Got his man, complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
You know it ain't over. Shout out to BA Union, man. He won the Super Bowl. Good job, champ. Get my money back.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit.
Look, I got no-name wide receivers, and I got no-name quarterback.
Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but there's
I had him right there, yo. I had him right there.
Trying to keep your guy
Right there.
trying to throw the football when you're dealing with those big
Sheesh.
guys on the defensive front.
Right
it's even
there.
tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
It's the quarterback, man. He threw that behind him. Now you got him right there. Look at this, man. Look at that. Look at the ball.
To begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before
That's crazy.
Inside the 35.
That's crazy.
6 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Counter play with Jacobs. And now a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to
Come
go.
on, Perkins. You got to pick it up, man. You got to pick it up.
Maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You got to pick it up.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go. 10 black.
Throwing. Love. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Yo, why they every time I switched over, they made me go to my middle linebacker? Like, what are they doing? That's crazy.
That's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
45, right, set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And under Against pressure, he's brought down. Tanner Muse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards.
Let's go, man. Let's get in this game.
Fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To throw is Perkins.
That's into the hands of Manor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing is Perkins.
That's caught left side by Manor. And he takes this one in for
Let's go, boy.
Manor.
We don't need to. We go for one.
Touchdown.
Go for one right
Lions
now.
have come back to make it a 2-point game. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And this is now a 1-point game.
Lions 40. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You know that ain't going to help you. You're going to wish you had all that time.
Let's go now.
Wow. Everybody just ran into each other. That's the worst, Clem. That's the worst, that everybody run into each other like that.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Go ahead with your little YouTube glitch RPOs.
And the Packers are able to widen their advantage.
To the tight end. Come on, look at all of that. All of them just block everybody over there.
Have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Perkins. He's got it to Williams. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take.
He got to change the baby diapers. 583 yards, man. Sheesh. I got to get them together, son. My goodness. I threw 200 more yards and total 65 overall, but that's because they got that, what's the name on there? That daggone 7-point quarterback on there. Dang, you got to get them together, son. Sheesh. He's changing his baby's pamper.
Another deep shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Stephanie 19.
Back to throw. Perkins.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Manor making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the
back in it, baby. Let's go.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That was cute. It ain't going to happen again, though. I'm going to get that. Do that again. 4th quarter, y'all. We back in this thing. We back in this game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this.
4th quarter. Let's get this win. We're going to walk out of here, Perkins. Come on, Perk. Let's go, Perk. We're going to walk out of here with this win in Green Bay. In Green Bay, baby. We're going to walk out of here with this one. Let's go.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That should have been a pick.
Oh, it's incomplete.
That should have been a pick. I was waiting for you to throw to that tight end. I would grab that.
Man, late in the tight ball game.
6'4" versus 6'2". I gotta get me a 6'4" corner, man. Shut that down.
That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick
Let's
in
go,
his
Drew.
hands. That's a
Go, Drew Barrymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take
I don't understand what type of crap that was to have that man doing that. That was crazy, have my man running like that. Look at this, dog. Look how my man running zigzag for no reason. Just a little more, Slim. I just need you to get there a little more.
McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Packers 55.
A little more, man. Hey.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return past the 30.
Click on somebody, son. My boy's tied. They tied. They tied.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Perkins.
Yo, why are you throwing the ball that high, man? I told y'all. Man, come on, Slim. That's a 5-yard route. And he throwing the ball 30 yards in the air. Craziness, man. That's just crazy, Slim.
Back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as
30 yards in the air, man. Come on.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time this fall.
How is that an offensive pass interference, dude? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Doesn't make any sense,
Oh,
right?
it all started when he threw that ball 30 yards in the air, man.
You want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Off the play fake, Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Throwing that ball all in the air like that.
He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Okay, ready?
Take my
After the
time.
incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Down. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Cut.
Love from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. Hunt. Set.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Down to about the 37.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Come on. Set.
Out to the left here to Reed. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Right. Ready.
Here's Love.
Come on, man. That's clearly a pick, dude.
He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth
Come on, dude. Come on, man.
How about this defense?
What
They
is
give up
up
a
with
couple
this
of big
joint?
plays in this
That is a
sequence,
pick
and
all
none
the
better
way
than the
through
one
and
right
through.
there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now...
Dude, that ball 30 yards in the air, man. 30 feet in the air. That's just crazy.
You don't just need a touchdown. You need a
Crazy.
chain of events to go your way.
Should have easily caught that and kept on running.
Ball back and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
He can't throw, Slim. He's not there yet. I don't know why I keep doing that. He can't throw, man. He can't get it there. He cannot get it there. That's on me. I got to make better decisions with that. Because he got that.
It doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. Receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun on third down, Perkins able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking left sideline.
He be throwing that joint 30 feet in the air, man, for real. He throwing that joint in the air.
Now 1st and goal.
Dragon 60, 18, let's go now. Go.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, striker, 3-3, block 52 blaster.
Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Now he's free at the 35.
They all sucked in. Boy, these play action running backwards throwing the ball is crazy.
Jaden Reed, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start.
Yeah, that's the last one you would get, boy.
4th quarter lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Packers 65, Lions 48. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They go on first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Oh, my God, I got to get this boy some work, man. Jeez.
They're going to keep taking their shots until
I got to get him together. Real for real.
like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
We're going to take a moment, though. It's all. We can't throw that joint out there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Look at
Now
that.
a desperation
Look.
throw deep down.
And get it out there. And then you got slow McKinney trying to keep up with
A
it.
long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Then he overthrow him. But then he overthrow him. When you need to overthrow him, you don't. When you underthrow him the whole time.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, good game. You only won that one because that quarterback. That's the only reason why you won that.
Here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
He just got 6 points. See, he got that +7. He really a 60 overall. But it's cool. We can get his arm together. Good Lord. That joint is terrible. Yeah, it's morale +2, temporary +5. He up 7. But sheesh. Gotta get this somewhere. We gotta get there. This is horrendous. Once I can get him to a 75, be all right, legit 75, not with the +2, +4. Just give me to a legit 75. What I gotta do to build him up too, I gotta run with him too. So right now, what are you, 66 +6?